Here's a novel idea. How about tomorrow, instead of coming to the cliffs like we've done every day since like forever, we try somewhere different?
Why do I think you have a place in mind already?
Your house.
Why?
2 words. Your brother.
Ew, gross. How would you like it if I dated your dad?
Well, it'd be a hell of a lot better than those slutty cocktail waitresses he's been seeing since the divorce.
I see your point.
Hey, is there like a party or something we didn't hear about?
Oh my God, look.
Hey, is that
Lindsay Callan? Oh my God.
Well, Teresa, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try and talk to her. Russ, I know Lindsay, I gotta talk to her.
Harper, the girl's name is...
Lindsay. Lindsay. Come on, Lindsay. Talk to me for just 1 second, okay? Believe it or not, I know how you feel. There's an answer to your problem. Sometimes it just takes someone from the outside, someone you've never met, to help you find it. Can I be that someone? Maybe we can just talk for a little while,
I'm done talking.
Well, then I'll talk, and you can listen.
You seem really nice. Please don't feel bad.
Lindsay, no!
Everyone. They're gonna ask me questions. They'll want to know what it was like.
So tell them you don't want to talk about it, that you're not in the mood.
Yeah, right. I can act like nothing happened.
Teresa, look, when I get back, we'll talk all you want, okay?
And you better get moving.
Oh, come on. Doesn't the chance to bust Santa Monica's most notorious heroin dealer put just a little smile on your face?
I think we got him, Sarge. A black 7 Series Beamer, right?
Stand fast, Strickland. That can't be Damon.
That's because he's heading my way. Just say the word and...
Or just let him go, Granger.
False alarm, sorry.
Look, I know we're all a little anxious people, but please hold your positions till I give the signal. Understood?
Understood.
Understood.
So did you give any more thought to seeing that counselor I suggested?
I told you I'm fine.
Harper, what you experienced yesterday.
Was part of the job.
Yo, Keys, I'll get it myself. Thanks.
That's Damon. Please step out of the vehicle, Mr. Damon. We have a warrant to search its contents.
Fair enough. You know, I just realized that,
You have 3 pounds of heroin in your trunk?
well, actually, I was gonna say, this ain't my car. You know, I guess in the future, I should drive something a little more unique. Avoid this kind of mix-up.
Damon trades valet tickets with the seller, so if the heat comes down, he cries wrong car.
Seller probably drove right by us.
The car that Damon was caught in was rented with a fake ID. That seller is long gone.
So Damon walks again. And how many more kids are gonna OD because of our screw-up?
Hey, we didn't screw up. The guy's good.
Look, there is good news. Damon's out what he paid for this stuff, plus he's out his supply.
And we still have his ex-girlfriend in lockup.
Who's not talking?
Well, take another pass at her. She doesn't crack, cut her loose.
Excuse me.
You must be Brian.
Yes, ma'am.
That's no on ma'am and yes on sergeant.
Got it, Sergeant.
Everybody, this is Brian Washington. The bad news is he's fresh out of the academy. The good news is he was a star and our department beat out the other ones to get him. This is Officer Monica Harper, Jamie Strickland, Russ Granger. Jamie will be your training officer.
Great.
Sarge, don't you think?
Say we wait a little bit before we question Damon's ex when she's feeling a little more cooperative.
You mean when she's hungry for a fix and the walls start closing in?
Now, you can hold her for 48 hours without bringing charges. Now, if she's really a junkie, you will not have to wait that long.
So what made you pick Pacific Blue anyway?
My dad was a cop, so I know how tough the job was. I figured the smart move was to at least do it in a pleasant environment.
Well, I hate to burst your bubble, but being in such a pleasant environment is what makes this beat so dangerous. Rule number 1, do not let the sun, sea, and sand fool you. As soon as you start soaking in this atmosphere, your guard drops. You start to lose your edge.
Why do I feel like you learned that the hard way?
Well, let's just hope that you don't have to. So is joining the force your idea or your dad's?
100% mine. From the time I was a kid, I knew I was going to be a cop, just like my father.
Hey, Jake. Am I interrupting?
No. Give me a minute. What's up?
I feel like I want to say something to make you feel better. But the truth is, there isn't anything.
How come when everybody else says that, it sounds like a cliche? But from you, it seems real?
A few years back, my parents were killed in a hit and run. It still hurts, you know, when I think of them. But as time goes on, there's less pain and just more remembering them.
If you're free, a bunch of us are going out to the cliffs to have a real memorial service.
I wish I could, but I kind of have plans.
It's not the first time my timing's been off with you.
What do you mean?
Well, to tell the truth, I sort of had a crush on you in junior high.
I never realized.
And at times, I even thought I felt something from you.
It was there. But I kind of feel weird talking about this right now, you know, since...
Like I said, it's bad timing. So, I'm just gonna go back to practice before I make myself out to be even more of an insensitive jerk.
Hideout, suppliers, come on, Robin. I know you got something to tell us.
Not anymore, I told you.
You're John Damon's business partner. You're his best customer. You're also his lover.
Ex-lover, ex-customer. I've been clean now for 6 months. Look at me. It's been 48 hours. I'm tired. I'm pissed off. But do I look like I'm dying for a fix?
Go, get out of here.
hell are you doing here?
Came to find out what you told them cops.
Nothing.
I'm supposed to believe that the cops had a coke whore like you in their custody and released you without a charge? Only way that happens, baby, is if you told them something worth rewarding.
Just because we don't share a bed anymore doesn't mean I'd give you up. I have nothing else to say.
Maybe that's because you all talked out, isn't it, baby? Huh.
Look, we didn't put a needle in Robin Carter's arm.
Yeah, but we all know who did, John Damon. Tex says there was enough heroin to kill 3 people.
Yeah, well, she wasn't looking to die.
How do you know?
Because if she was, she would have talked to us.
We did our jobs. We followed the law.
We did our jobs. Robin Carter had cleaned up her life. She really didn't know anything about Damon's business anymore. Now an innocent woman is dead because of us. I don't know how to live with that.
What if we could fix it? I mean, we have the one thing John Damon needs. Product to supply his customers.
You mean the 3 pounds sitting in the evidence lockup?
How hard could it really be to lift stuff out of there?
Lift? Wait, you mean steal evidence?
No, rookie. Technically, it's not evidence because no one's charged Damon with anything.
It's still a controlled substance.
That we borrow, return to the rightful owner, then nail him with a bus that'll stick.
Switch a few tags, mess with the log,
Pose as dealers and sell him back his own heroin.
and when he comes to make the buy, we bust him.
Now that's something I can live with.
And the same thing that made her photography so amazing is the same thing that made her so miserable. She kept herself as an outsider looking in, even with me.
I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but this whole Jake and Morning thing is a big turn on. When did you get so ill?
And the worst part is having to live with knowing how lonely she was. There couldn't have been a moment that she felt more alone than when she was up there.
I know that has to be hard, but it was really amazing. It's rare to find a guy to be so open about his feelings. Look, your timing wasn't perfect, but I was really flattered.
Well, how can the timing be bad if you can make something good come from something so horrible? How about I get us a couple of drinks, go for a walk?
Sounds great. Tina,
If you were smart, you'd get away from him now.
you're drunk.
Maybe so, but that doesn't change the fact that Lindsay didn't jump. She was pushed.
Thanks for coming, Lieutenant.
I wouldn't want to neglect my star pupil his first day on the job. So, how'd it go?
Oh, I think Internal Affairs will be very happy by the time I'm done. Something big is in the works.
Ah, so much so soon. You've always been an overachiever, haven't you?
Hey, I can't think of a better way to start a new career than by taking down a pack of dirty cops.
You and I are going to make a very good team.
Are you the man in charge?
That would be me, Officer.
Monica.
How can I help you, Monica?
We have a perp, Fuller Jesse B. It's like his 15th break and enter. I'm supposed to look at the evidence of his past bust, find some sort of pattern of recidivism, whatever that is. I guess the DA is trying to get him on a felony count this time. Looks like you might be stuck with me all day.
What do you want? I want you to explain your bizarre comment from last night. You look worried. You should be. Why would you say Lindsay was pushed? She was up there all alone.
Jake was with her, inside her head, talking to her right up to the very last second.
You are so
Weird?
Actually, I was gonna say jealous. Look, I know he was your boyfriend
Before I was institutionalized? Yeah, he was. He was the reason for my little vacation.
Come on, Tina.
I'm serious, Teresa. I might have been walking a tightrope, but Jake started shaking the wire. You know what? He enjoyed it. Every second of it.
You see him?
Not yet, but we will.
You know, this is crazy. I mean, I cannot believe you guys took the heroin right out of the locker. I had to have missed that class in the academy.
Yeah, well, there's a lot they don't teach you at the academy.
I'm not a tight ass, okay? I just hope my career in law enforcement will last more than 3 days.
You gotta remember who we're dealing with here. John Damon killed Robin Carter.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. It was my first dead body.
Let me tell you something that I saw. John Damon continued dealing that Mexican brown last summer, even after the whole coast knew that it was a bad batch. We had 18 smack overdoses and 16 accidental poisonings, all traceable to Damon. Payday.
Just hang another 24, baby. I promise I'll get you fixed.
24? I'll be dead in 12. God help me.
A day, you can make it.
Or you can get your fix now.
Get the hell away from here.
Look, baby, if your daddy can't hook you up, then maybe this will. Later. Beat it. Go on, get out of here.
Man, you know who you're dealing with?
Yeah, somebody who can't supply. We heard you were dry.
Oh, so you just break all the rules and come over roads into my territory?
It's free enterprise.
Supply and demand.
What makes America great?
What makes this country rock is good old-fashioned cutthroat capitalist competition. You two just bought yourself an appointment to see the man.
P.D. Lewis sent y'all to come messing in my turf?
Who says we're with Petey?
Then who do you buy from?
Yeah, like we really gonna tell you that.
Maybe you are.
And maybe we can tide you over.
Look, ease up, Jana. We have a retail opportunity here.
How does 3 pounds sound?
Like a slow weekend.
You know what? Forget this guy, all right?
Forget me? Boy, I'm gonna be the last thing you ever remember.
All right. Let him go. 3 pounds, 150K. If you like what we give you, maybe we can get you some more.
I'll think about it. If you're still alive in the morning, young blood, it'll probably mean I decided to do business with you.
£3 pounds. You want to retire to Cancun with me?
Yeah, right.
So, where is young Officer Newby now?
His name is Brian. And he was very cool out there today.
Have you ever heard the expression, too good to be true?
Ever hear, don't judge a book by its cover?
Both cliches, by the way.
Hey, all I know is we're in deep with this guy, and I don't usually do that with people I've only known for 24 hours.
John Damon held a gun to Brian's head today, and he didn't even flinch.
Look, if you want to put your lives in the hands of this Power Ranger, great. But when the wheels come off, don't say I didn't warn you.
I'm saying, I think they're pretty good cops.
Judging them is my job, catching them is yours.
Look, their means may be a little unorthodox.
Unorthodox. Their sergeant is sleeping with an assistant district attorney. Officer Cruz was kicked off the LAPD for excessive violence. Strickland has got a sealed juvie record for murder. And Monica Harper? She's a gutter-crawling tramp. And don't get me started on Devil Boy.
Granger.
Their so-called commander, Calloway, he handpicked these people. He's a ringmaster of that whole circus.
All right. All right.
This is a police department. We are supposed to be examples of discipline and good behavior. That unit makes a mockery of all of us.
I said all right.
You go in there. You get me hard evidence of their malfeasance, and you get it back to me. You understand?
I understand.
There's something I have to ask you. Tell me about when you went out with Tina.
Bad memories. I really cared for Tina. I'm drawn to that vulnerable thing. I used to have this rescuer's complex, I guess.
She said you didn't exactly rescue her.
Well, she's bipolar, you know. So her highs are ecstatic, and she's great to be around, but her lows are permanent midnight. I hung in there as long as I could, but it was just killing me to watch her sink.
And what about me? Am I a basket case too?
No, I'm through doing therapy with my girlfriends. I'm looking for a healthy relationship now. I think I've earned it.
I think so too.
Where you been?
I had to chill. Police work is a lot more intense than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, well, enjoy it, because it might be a couple months before you see another case like this again.
It could be years before I get another partner like this one. I mean, look, I'm not hitting on you. It's just that I've heard about the bond that forms between police officers. Now, I thought I knew what that meant, but until I experienced it.
Well, it can be pretty intense, but you have to be careful not to mistake it for other things.
No kidding. Especially when you're thinking you might not survive the night.
A little late, isn't it?
Hey, it's never too late when someone wants to give you $150,000.
So does this mean we have a deal?
Yeah, you got it, girl. We got a deal.
It happened so fast. I guess I'm still trying to believe it myself, but there's something about him. He is so real.
Oh my God, what about Lindsay? I mean, that was just a couple days ago.
I know, and I should feel totally wrong, but I have never felt more right about anything before.
So, last night, the beach, how right are we talking?
You can't ask me that, Nikki.
The duty roster for the graduating class at the academy?
And I'm looking at this because...
Because each cadet's first assignment is included. Look what it says next to Brian Washington.
See District Commander. So?
So you don't think that's weird? Everyone else was assigned to a specific unit except our new rookie. Why doesn't it say Pacific Blue?
You tell me.
Because his assignment was sealed. And why else would it be sealed unless he was working for Internal Affairs?
I got your page when I was in the library. You are homework. No contest.
I just want to talk, okay?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean, isn't life a joke? We live our whole lives worrying about every little thing. And then one day, bam, it's over. Makes you realize none of it's all that important, you know?
Sorry, I lost you. Are you talking about Lindsay?
Forget about it, it's not important.
No, Jake, really. I'd like to know what you're trying to say.
Because you're genuinely interested? Or because not knowing makes you uncomfortable?
Are you mad at me? Did I do something?
Why does it always have to be about you?
I'm sorry.
That is the second time you've said that. The most overused, undermeant words in the English language. Except for maybe I love you. I'm just being honest with you. That's why I feel so connected to you. I feel like we can say anything.
It's just what you said about it being over. Nothing matters.
It was a metaphor.
So you're not trying to say you have regrets about last night?
I gotta go.
Jake, please.
Look, we'll talk more tonight, okay? I'll pick you up outside school around 8 o'clock.
So Jamie and I make the trade.
Directly with Damon, no one knows.
Then once we're in the clear,
Monica and I rolling for the bust. He's never gonna know what hit him.
No, we'll never know what hit us, right, Brian?
What's that supposed to mean?
Why don't we ask our fellow rookie? Or perhaps IA Mole would be more appropriate.
What are you talking about?
You can drop the act, Bri. We had the duty roster from the academy.
It's pretty obvious that you were offered a position with Internal Affairs.
I was #1 in my class, which means I won the district commander's award. I was offered IA or any assignment I wanted within the district, but I turned them all down and took Pacific Blue.
So if we were to check your story out with the district commander...
Be my guest. I have nothing to hide.
Look. We're all in a position that we're nervous about, okay? And there's a lot more at stake here than just bringing down a drug dealer.
And if we can't count on each other, then the whole thing falls apart.
So I guess what it boils down to is, can we trust you?
Lieutenant Jessup, please. No name. Just tell her it's important.
Hello, this is Lieutenant Jessup. Hello? Is anyone there?
You know my father was a cop.
Yeah, he was one of the first African-American officers to ever make captain. I heard about him.
What you didn't hear was that he was dirty. He was caught taking kickbacks from a drug dealer. Agreed to an honorable discharge. The whole thing was kept quiet to save the department the embarrassment. But from the day that I found out, I could never look him in the eyes again.
Something tells me that's not why you asked me here.
Look, I need you to understand where I'm coming from so you know the jam that I'm in. I need your help, Sergeant. I don't know where else to turn.
We have got to find a new place to hang.
Why? We owe this all to Lindsay.
What do you mean?
Well, if she'd never jumped, we would have never shared the grief for her, which brought us together.
I guess that's true, but I still can't help feeling guilty.
What, are you saying you want to end this?
No, of course not.
Good. 'Cause I think we're just getting started.
How are we doing on Damon?
We think we have a line on another deal.
Another deal? Is there something you want to tell me, Granger?
You like the feel of that chair, don't you, Corey?
I'm in charge while Lieutenant Calloway is away. I do everything he does.
Everything? How intriguing. So what was this confidential matter you wanted to see me about?
Give us a minute, Granger.
Now here's a fun weekend in Vegas.
I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. Brian Washington came to me. He said he was working for you.
Brian who?
Bottom line, any hopes you have of bringing down this unit are history.
Strong words, Sergeant. So what did this Brian Washington say when you kicked him to the curb?
Who said I dismissed him?
As if you're going to keep an IA plant on your team.
One who demonstrates strength of character by coming forward and admitting his mistake? Absolutely.
How touching. We'll see if he demonstrates the same strength of character when he's required to testify to the unethical conduct he's already reported on.
I'm only gonna say this once, Jessup. Stay away from him.
You call me at home sometime, Corey. I would love to hear more about all the things you can do, just like our delicious Lieutenant Calloway.
So what's the deal, guys? Are we going through with this or what?
We have to. We're in too deep.
If we don't, Damon keeps killing people with his needle.
But if something goes wrong...
You can't think about that. Look, you guys were right about trust. If you still want my help, I'm in.
I stayed over at Nikki's last night.
I called Nikki's mom. She said you were never there.
Oh, so now you're checking up on me?
Were you with the guy last night?
Maybe.
Well, I hope it was someone you can trust. Someone who cares about you. And I hope to God you were safe. Careful. Were you? Come on, Teresa. I'm trying really hard to be cool here. Listen to me.
No, you listen. You are not my father. You're my brother.
I'm still responsible for you.
That doesn't give you the right to go snooping around in my private life like I'm one of your perps.
I have to go to work. We'll talk about this later.
Or not.
Yeah. I know what kind of briefcase you're talking about. Just make sure that it's cash. We don't take American Express. Okay, that's it. We're on. Same place as before.
So what if he tries something?
Then the circle's complete, and we have to be prepared to use all necessary force. Last chance to pull out, guys.
No way. I'm in.
Brian?
Let's do it.
Teresa, it's me.
Oh, whoa, wait,
I know
wait,
you're there.
wait,
Pick
no,
up.
no. Hello. Oh, Jake, you were so sweet. Thank you for the flowers.
Yeah, where the hell have you been? Why aren't you up here?
What?
At the cliff at our special place.
Jake, what are you talking about?
Well, I thought we had something special, but obviously I was wrong.
Jake, please, I don't understand.
No, of course you don't. But nothing really matters anymore. It's like I said, we spend our whole lives worrying about every little thing. And then one day, bam, it's over.
Jake? Jake?
She's shutting me out completely.
It's called being a teenager, Bobby.
Maybe you're right.
Look, Teresa wants somebody she can lean on, and that somebody should be you. The trial's over. Maybe you should take off the rest of the day. That's an order.
Well, I thought we had something special, but obviously I was wrong.
Jake, please, I don't understand.
No, of course you don't. But nothing really matters anymore. It's like I said, we spend our whole lives worrying about every little thing. And then one day, bam, it's over.
Jake? Jake?
Why aren't you up here?
What?
At the cliff at our special place.
Jake, what are you talking about?
Well,
He's early.
Men.
I knew you'd come. I knew it.
I hope this works.
Glad you could make it.
Any idea how crazy I am about you?
Jake, what are you doing?
What do you mean?
The phone call? I was so worried. It sounded like you were gonna kill yourself.
Kill myself? Why would I want to kill myself?
I don't know. I thought maybe because of Lindsay.
What do you know about Lindsay? At least she wasn't afraid to admit that she was weak.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about having the guts to be honest. To make a statement that says, I know my life is meaningless. Therefore, I choose to end it right now.
Jake, that is crazy.
It's exactly what Lindsay said, too. But I talked to her. I talked to her up here for hours. And after I left, well, I think it's safe to say that she came around to my way of thinking.
Oh, my God.
You're scared. That's good. That means that you're actually thinking about it. Imagining what it would be like to feel that rush. To take that big last step.
Let me go.
Come on, don't fight it. I can help you.
Jake, please.
Let's go to the edge and practice.
Bobby, no!
You're under arrest, you sick son of a bitch. You okay?
How'd you know I was here?
You left me a message without realizing it.
Well, would you look at the time?
But we just ordered lunch.
Don't worry, we'll do this again. Ciao.
Police, freeze!
Man, not again.
Open up the case.
Hey, what do you know? This isn't even my case. They must have given me the wrong one at co-check.
Just open it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't that be your name right there?
What the?
You have the right to remain silent.
Drop it, Damon! The facts are clear. John Damon was found dead with 3 pounds of heroin in his possession, the exact amount discovered missing from the evidence locker. Add to that cash recovered from the scene and the conclusion is obvious. Officers from Pacific Blue stole evidence for their sting operation, a sting that was unauthorized and kept secret from their commanding officer.
If I may say a word.
In due time, Sergeant. First, I would like to corroborate the charges. Officer Washington, is it true that the heroin in question was illegally removed from the evidence locker?
Yes.
And is it also true that all these acts took place under the command of Sergeant McNamara?
Yes, that's right.
Now, will you please tell the panel the names of the officers responsible for these egregious acts?
It was me. The whole thing was my idea.
I beg your pardon?
I took the dope, put it in the briefcase without the others knowing it. I told Sergeant McNamara that I thought we could bust John Damon, but never told her that I was gonna do it with stolen evidence.
You realize you're under oath, Officer Washington,
Yes, ma'am.
and that by admitting these things, you face suspension and possible expulsion from the police force.
Yes. I understand.
In light of this unexpected testimony, I would like to request a continuance to further evaluate this case.
Denied. Lieutenant Jessup, this fits with your continued pattern of harassment against Pacific Blue. I'll see you in my office now.
Yes, ma'am.
You're awfully willing to throw away a promising career, Officer Washington.
I know about Jessup's vendetta against Pacific Blue. I think I can spin a couple of heads over at Internal Affairs.
Well, what makes you think that the review board is going to believe a rookie over a lieutenant?
It's my only shot. But if I'm cleared, there's no place I'd rather be than with Pacific Blue.
I'm horrified to admit it, but I think you just might fit right in.
Sarge?
You sure you want to say something, Granger?
No, I guess I don't.